Alright everyone, what is going on and welcome back to today's video. In today's video we are back with another episode of the Fallout 4 series. This is episode number 49. If you weren't here for the last one, we cleaned up the final side mission of this series and we are now solely committing to the main quest until we finish the game. We have about 2 episodes left to go. There are enemies here for some reason. Why is that? There's Triggerman in Diamond City. Security. What is your problem? Okay, I'll continue to do the intro. I don't think they're gonna grief me too hard. But thank you guys for checking this video out. If you do end up enjoying it, make sure to leave a like, drop a sub, notification bell. Also make sure to come check out my Twitch stream. Link description down below. I'd love to see you guys there. With that said, this is the final stretch of the main game. There is still DLC to be done. Whether you guys want to see that or not, please do let me know. There is still the Far Harbor, Automatron. There's still plenty of DLC content to go. Essentially, I think there's about 3 story-based quest lines left, and then there's a couple of other ones. I probably won't do the other ones, but there's 3 story-based quests to go. If you are interested in that, please do let me know. And with that said, if that isn't the case, we'll move on to a new game, and 50 episodes in, that will be Fallout 4 done. We'll be done with Fallout, we'll move on to a new game. Star Wars is obviously still going over there, and we might move on to something. Doom has been requested, or I could do something that I personally would want to do. As I said, these games really do fit the motive, so I honestly wouldn't mind playing Skyrim either, but I think Skyrim... Is it too old? I mean, Skyrim still has a very... I feel like I'd have to mod it for people to be interested, which I don't really like doing, but yeah, I don't know. Anyway, let's go ahead and get straight into this quest. This quest doesn't take much, I don't think. It's just adjusting the radio, but I do know the quest after this really is when it picks up. And I just...
No wonder it isn't broadcasting at full power.
What's wrong with it?
Okay, let's try this.
Okay, there's one.
Oh,
Oops,
hey.
sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
How are you?
Maybe this goes here,
Still that.
and you go.
Nope, I didn't mean to do that again. Fuck, sorry. Alright, okay. So I've done this wrong, correct? Is this just random guessing?
Sounds better these days.
It looks like it's just random guessing, to be honest. Thing with Tombs looks like it belongs there, color-wise, it fits. I feel like that's what we're meant to rely on here, so that... No, that worked. Okay. There we go. Alright, speak with Father, there you go. That was a very basic quest, as I said. The main, really, determining factor of the main quest line starts right after we talk to Father, as far as I'm aware. There might be one more quest. Memory might be rough. But yeah, I haven't done any of these. This is just... I'm just following the structure that it's gone through with all of the other factions. I still haven't found X688, by the way. That's why I've decided to bring Curie with me for these quests, because I did actually look into it. What am I trying to think of? Every companion, except for the robots, Codsworth and Curie are neutral when you do Institute quests, and X688 is the only one that likes it when you do Institute quests. Everyone else dislikes it. Except for Paladin Dance, who hates it, but Paladin Dance is dead, so that really doesn't matter. But yeah, so I literally could not find him. I walked around the Institute for about 10 minutes. I accidentally killed myself. I was looking for this man. I just could not find him. I don't know if I've sent him somewhere that I really just can't remember. I really don't know. But this is an area we have not been yet in the Institute. I'm quite interested, to be honest. What's happening? I did clear out my inventory and all that too, so we're completely ready to delve into this part of the quest line. Maybe we might get lucky and he might be in here. I don't know. I think Father's alone, to be completely honest, but you never know, I guess. I just have no idea where to find him. The dude is hidden. I was looking around the area. The internet said that he should be lurking. Nothing. I did laps of the Institute, nothing. I don't know, he's hiding from me, or he's like glitched in a wall and I can't get to him. I really couldn't tell you. Alarm clock, I'll take that. Right away, vacuum tube. Is that just decontamination? Well, all the scientists are in here.
Someday, we should capture a feral ghoul and bring it back here for study.
Rosalind Dorman. Everyone's in here.
I'm
True.
sure some of the others will question your appointment as our next director. Don't let it bother you.
All this advanced technology still can't cure the common cold.
Fair enough. Undamaged camera. This is all quite looked after, isn't it? I guess that's what the Institute is. Yeah, I think we start dwelling around. I think we have to go up. I have to go up and talk to him. Hello, Father.
Sean,
Enjoy your trip to the big city. It's done then? The transmitter has been modified.
It's ready.
everything is in place. It's ready to go when we are.
Good. Once the reactor is online, we'll cut into their broadcast. I'll let you do the honors. This, my friends, is the moment we've all worked towards. After all your effort, the time has finally come to start our reactor. No longer will we be forced to compromise to survive. No more will we need worry about outpacing our resources. My father and I couldn't be more proud of what you have helped us accomplish, and we look forward to achieving even greater things in the future. The Institute is now truly mankind's best hope. Thank you. All of you.
Fair enough. I'm just looking around. There might be something tucked away up here that I could never get to see again after this area. There's a sniper rifle, an auto pistol. Yeah, I'll take all that. Why not? Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Alright, let's cross back over. Oh shit, I thought I killed myself there. Hup. Alright, I think we're meant to... radiation levels, initiate reactor startup sequence. That's what we're looking for. Is that not what we're looking for? That's not what we're looking for. Okay. I had to put that in. Right, gotcha. Now I have to activate the terminal. Maybe. Yes, okay. I jumped the gun a little bit. There we go.
It's almost hard to believe. After all those years of hard work, here we are. We've arrived. Look what you've made possible.
I agree.
I did good work, didn't I?
Yes. Yes, you did. There's more work to be done before the Institute's future is guaranteed. The Directorate has convened a meeting about how to proceed. I'm not going to attend. You should be there as Director.
Okay, let's see how this goes. Yeah, right. I feel like these are definitely the people who are going to propose. I don't know who you go for as the Institute. Obviously, each faction has their enemies. The Brotherhood, you take out the Institute and the Railroad, I think. The Railroad, you take out the Brotherhood, I know that, and the Institute. The Minutemen, I'm pretty sure you remain relatively peaceful on the grand scheme, and you just take out the Institute, because that is what the Minutemen is. But who's the Institute take out? My guess is Railroad and Brotherhood.
All this advanced technology.
I don't think that, as I said, the Minutemen are quite a,
Generation sensor reads.
what's the word, platonic faction. I think they don't really interfere with anyone. Their goal is just to help the people. I don't think that's really an enemy of the Institute. Obviously they do get in the way, yes, but I don't think the Institute would warrant killing them over it. Yes, I've had encounters with the Minutemen before, and yes, I shot their faces off, but I don't think as a faction they're going to become our enemies. Or maybe they will. I do not know. My guess is Railroad, because the Railroad have had direct intervenes with synth fluidity, I guess you could say. And what's the other? And the Brotherhood. The Brotherhood.
Our synth
May I be the
warrant
first to
is his
welcome
first
you, sir.
report.
We're looking forward
Thanks
to
for
working
taking
with
care of
you.
that.
Alrighty, let's see how this goes. Happy to be here.
Happy to be here, Dr. Fillmore. I hope I do the position justice.
I'm sure you will.
Right now, we're all here because it's finally time to stand up for ourselves.
Let's not be dramatic, Justin.
There's nothing dramatic about it. We're in a position to push back, to assert ourselves here. That's what we've talked about all along.
To bring you up to speed, obviously there are groups in the Commonwealth that stand in opposition to the Institute's goals. With the reactor now online, we have the ability to not only expand synth production, but to project power to a much greater degree.
Defend ourselves? Yeah.
We'll be much better able to defend ourselves. It's a good position.
True, but I don't think we should stop there. The Directorate has agreed that steps must be taken to ensure our safety in the long run.
Let's not beat around the bush. The Directorate has agreed that the Brotherhood of Steel needs to be...
Okay,
As
there it
the
is.
incoming director, we felt it important to inform you of the decision and get your thoughts on it. So, where do you stand?
Minimalize. Alright, so it seems like we have an option here to not take the Brotherhood out. Whether that actually does convey into convincing them, or if they'll just disagree with me and then we'll go back to square zero, I really don't know. And that's what kind of makes me want to... Yeah, I'm going to try and sway them away. But in the end, I feel like they're going to push us back on a more linear path, I think. But let's see.
I think the last thing the Institute needs now is to make things worse. We should be trying to avoid conflict, not starting it.
I would love to see that big airship fly off over the horizon, but it's not gonna happen. The conflict is already upon us. Unless we end it now, it's only going to get worse.
We really don't have a choice. If we're to emerge from this the victors, we need to move quickly. As director, it's up to you and how we focus our efforts in achieving this goal. We'd like your input on what direction we should take. Do we increase synth production or focus on weapons development?
Weapon development.
I've seen enough to know that weapons are the key to winning wars. Let's focus on weapons development.
As you wish. The advanced systems folks will get to work immediately. Thank you very much for your time, sir. That's all we have for the moment. I believe Father wished to speak with you once our meeting concluded.
To be frank, I don't agree with Father's decision, but I'll accept it.
Okay, Madison. Alright, well there you go. End of the line, speak with Father. As you can see, I kind of...
Thanks for running those seeds up to Warwick Homestead.
Well, good.
Dr. Holdren.
I could use some more tissue samples if you have...
Of course, you're right, I'll grab them.
Excellent!
I'll take it. It's a very basic quest. I'm not gonna do it. I did say we are solely progressing story missions until episode 50. I wasn't lying. I'm just picking it up because why not? But yeah, I think what I was trying to say before I talked to Clayton is, no matter what I said there, we're going to be fighting the Brotherhood, and that is unavoidable by the looks of it. So they proposed it. There's not much I can do to counteract that. And Rico, I don't think I've ever talked to that guy. Maybe I have. I don't know. Where are we? This is Advanced Systems. Yeah.
Son.
Ah, there you are.
Yeah.
You've met with the Directorate. I assume they made their intentions known? It was difficult for them to reach the decision to engage in open hostility. What about you? You agree with their decision?
No good answer. Yeah, no good answer.
There's no good answer. Taking action puts us at risk, but inaction could be deadly.
And yet, as a leader, you must make those hard choices. You know, Father, it's no secret that you worked with the Railroad in order to first reach the Institute. The depth of your involvement with them has been called into question repeatedly. I'm sure you can guess by whom. The question is, where do you stand with them now? Do you count them amongst your allies?
They're allies? I wonder if this means, can we... Well, I don't know. If I say they mean nothing to me, he's going to tell me to go wipe them. But if I tell him they're... I'll say not important. I think that's a neutral response.
How I feel about them isn't important.
No, it is important. It's the only thing that matters right now. For the Institute's position in the Commonwealth to be secure, the Railroad must be eliminated.
Damn.
Completely. As our primary above-ground operative and someone who has had previous contact with the Railroad, you are in the best position to carry this out. So what I'm getting at, simply, is this. Are you willing to destroy them?
I want to say no. I just want to see if there's some other way. Actually, I'll say that.
There has to be another solution here. Something less violent.
I'm afraid the time for hesitation has passed. We must act decisively, and we must act now. Will you do it?
No. Look, I want to push it. I want to try and see if there's any way I can adjust the story. Obviously, I can say yes, I can kill the railroad. That doesn't bother me. This is an Institute playthrough. That's what I should be doing. But I just want to see if there's any way.
Are you following?
Fuck up. Yeah, I just want to see if there's any. I'll say no. I hope this doesn't ruin my allegiances. If so, I'll have to load a save, come back to where I'm at. Let's try it.
I won't do that to them.
Even knowing that they would kill all of us, you included, to get what they want. I'm sorry, but consider this an order. It must be done. I'll expect a report when they've been eliminated.
There you go. That was the answer that I was looking for. No matter what you say, there's really not a single point of having 4 alternate... there's not... What's the word? There's 4 alternate responses. There's not a single point of having it there. It all leads to the same outcome. And that is, like, one of the primary arguments that people make against these multiple choice games. What's the point of the choices if they don't matter? And that was pretty much a primary example of that exactly. Anyway, we'll teleport straight in there, and we're gonna have to kill him. It's part of the quest line. It's part of the main quest. It has to be done. I've killed the railroad before. I don't like doing it because I really do feel like. Hold on.
Desdemona has an op for you.
Let's see what she has to say before we kill her.
I traded some lead with the Corsair.
Desdemona.
Something on your mind? Out there. You don't look so good.
Trust me?
Do you trust me?
Trust is a scarce commodity in our organization. Let me answer you like this. I have put our future, and the future of all synths, in your hands. I didn't do that lightly. And you haven't given me a reason to regret that decision.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
If you say so.
Yeah, well, I can't do anything. Alright. Well, the whole railroad's here. We're just gonna have to do it, I suppose. I kind of wish I had a fat man. I could just blow this place sky high. That'd be pretty funny. I think the perfect weapon for this situation, very short range area, the left fusel terribles.
You're the one that's...
Look, man, I'm sorry, drummer boy. They didn't even care.
What the?
Took them a second. Man, I hate killing the railroad. I really do. I do not like killing the railroad. Glory is an absolute weapon, I can't deny that. Deacon! No, not Deacon, man. I'm sorry, lad. Damn, son. The almighty Glory is down. Where's Ava? She's not gonna be friendly. No. Pam, sorry. I call her Ava every time. There it is. The railroad is dead. Yeah, I never will like doing that. My first choice, and I think the person I'll always agree with in terms of factions, will be the railroad. I haven't really clicked with the Brotherhood of Steel ever, honestly, ever. Even in 3, actually in Fallout 3 they were really depicted to be the good guys, and they definitely have their flaws, I think, and I feel much more willing to kill the Brotherhood of Steel than I do the railroad. I think these are the people you should side with. I think they're correct, and I can't say I was a fan of. I'll never be a fan of killing them, but I've done it more than once now, just to achieve the goal, I suppose you could say. But that said, that's the railroad wiped out. I didn't say that very. Curie dislikes when I steal stuff. Okay, cool. My apologies, Curie. I didn't mean it. Anyway, that is that quest. There you go. Speak with Father. So now that we're killing factions, that's pretty much cementing the fact that we are in the endgame. We still have the Brotherhood to deal with. The Institute made that clear. That was what was brought up at the Directorate meeting. The Brotherhood have to go. And then generally the final mission of these games is to blow up the Institute. But we're obviously not blowing up the Institute in this playthrough, so I really do wonder what the next step is after we take down the Brotherhood. I really don't know. And that's a good thing. It's something new to experience. I'm happy to do that.
The work is done.
It is.
I'm sorry. I know it was likely difficult for you.
It was tough.
It was tough. Yeah.
I assure you that there was no other way. Their fanaticism wouldn't have allowed it. There is obviously one final threat the Institute faces.
We'll handle it.
Whatever it is, we can handle it.
I believe so. But in this case, what matters most is how we handle it. The Brotherhood of Steel covets technology, and has made it clear that we cannot peacefully coexist. They will eventually come for us, and attempt to take what we've spent so long creating. We need to destroy them before they can destroy us.
I agree.
You're right. We take the fight to them.
I'm glad you agree. But the problem with the Brotherhood of Steel goes beyond the edges of the Commonwealth. It's not enough to destroy them here. There are more of them out there in the world, Father. And they too will come for us.
They'll stay away.
Not necessarily. Teach them a lesson, they'll stay away.
That is precisely my intent. We will teach them a lesson. We will show them that if they interfere with us, the very technology they value so highly will be turned against them. We will teach them that we can appear at a moment's notice, wherever we please, and they cannot ever stop us. They will know better than to ever interfere with us again.
This dude sounds quite angered towards the Brotherhood, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm convinced.
You seem pretty convinced
Yeah,
this
he
will
is.
work.
The Institute is nothing if not thorough. Dr. Lee should be expecting you in her lab. She can fill you in on the details. Time is of the essence.
Yeah, ship down. I have done this quest before. I did it for the railroad. I'm pretty sure I can just run in there, kill everyone. In the past, I've done this at a much lower level. Did not do any side missions. Came very unprepared. My strategy actually was to pop a stealth blade, and you can actually sneak through the whole thing and just blow the place up without anyone noticing. It was a very fun way of pursuing it, honestly. But now that I'm actually adequately leveled, I can handle these dudes. I'll pull out the laser rifle because they are obviously well equipped enemy type. I can't say I ever really rocked with Maxon. That's primarily the reason I think I'm drawn to the railroad all the time. Because Elder Maxon just isn't the same as the Fallout 3 leader. I can't remember his name now. Elder Lyons, is that? I think that's it. Yeah, he was a lad. I liked him. Anyway,
Dr. Lee,
What can I do for you?
it's time.
Sean says it's time.
Ah, that. Well, let's get to it. Dr. Orman, over here, please. It's time.
What now? I'm still working over the code that the robotics sent over. The algorithm is a mess. It's not even close to peak efficiency.
It would seem we've run out of time. Let's go. We're going to cover the basics of the operation as it stands now. Dr. Orman has done most of the prep work, so I'll let her explain.
Okay, thanks. Is this really exciting, or is it just me? So, you know that the Brotherhood's main operation is at the airport, right?
Yeah.
I'm aware of that, yes.
Okay, good. If they were a little less intelligent, we wouldn't even be talking about this. We'd have just swarmed them with synths. But they're not idiots. They've managed to generate an EM field that's messing with our ability to relay in.
Relay onto airship.
So we just relay onto the airship and sabotage it.
Won't do us any good. There's no direct connection between their robot and the airship, so the immediate area around their encampment is a no-go. They don't, however, have the entire airport covered. We can relay you in to a point at the edge of the airport, and then you can get in and take down the generators.
Element of surprise, I like it.
We'll have the element of surprise, if nothing else.
Exactly. You'll have surprise on your side. Should give you some time before they can organize a real defense. For every generator you take down, it means we can start relaying in synths, giving you even more of an advantage. And, oh, I almost forgot. Take these.
Thank you.
Oh, thanks. Grenades. Sure, I can always use grenades.
No, they're not grenades. This thing, and I haven't come up with a good name for it yet, it basically deploys a beacon marker. Wherever they land, we can lock onto them and relay synths directly to that position. If there's a hotspot, you can drop synths right on it. We've only got a few of these, so put them to good use. Don't go tossing them into the bay.
I'm impressed. True.
Okay, that's pretty good. I'm impressed.
I know, right? I mean, thanks. I thought it was neat. But still, it's just to help. Your real job will be to reach Liberty Prime. You know the deal with that, right?
I do.
It's the Brotherhood's giant robot.
Right. They think it's their ultimate weapon. We're going to show them it's ours. We've taken everything we know, made a few modifications based on what we think they've done with it in the past 10 years. And, this part was my idea, uploaded the whole thing into a modified synth, capable of delivering the virus directly into Liberty Prime. The little guy is going to be exposed and vulnerable, so you'll have to keep an eye on him. Make sure he doesn't get shot, you know?
Prime on our side sounds pretty. That sounds interesting, honestly. I did not think the Institute would do anything along those lines. I'm for it.
With Liberty Prime on our side, that'll give us a hell of an advantage.
He's not going to go stomping around, and he won't be taking orders. But he will have his weapons and targeting systems overridden. And he'll absolutely recognize their airship as the primary communist target in the Commonwealth. So your end goal is ultimately pretty simple. Get to the robot, then hold the position while the synth does his thing. Oh, and don't worry. We'll pull you out of there before everything explodes.
If you have any questions, now's the time to ask. Otherwise, they'll be waiting for you in the relay room.
Okay, I'll ask some questions. Liberty Prime.
What happens to Liberty Prime after this?
They'll be destroyed along with the rest of the Brotherhood.
Plan B.
Have we got a plan B?
We don't need a plan B. This will work. Anything else?
What have I got for backup?
Once the generators are down, we'll be able to throw everything we've got at them. And I do mean everything.
Alright.
No questions. Let's do this.
Very well. Good luck to you.
There you go.
Might not show it, but I can tell she's excited about having
Hey
the
there.
reactor unlocked.
Child synth prototype may truly be the key to our future.
Alright, I just want to quickly have one more look. And I'm going to be completely honest with you, this episode might be a little bit shorter. But I think this mission that we're setting ourselves up to do is the perfect climax for the series. And I want to save that for episode 50. So that episode is going to be saved. This mission is going to be saved for the next episode. The next episode might honestly run overtime. But this is essentially the climax, the big assault on the Brotherhood, and then whatever the next step is after that to finish off the nuclear family ending. That will all be compiled into next episode, where we will finish up whatever the hell else is left to do in this game. As I said, I'm going to quickly go over to SRB, which is System Retention, yep. And see if I can find X6, because this is where he's supposed to be at. I still am yet to find him, but this is where he's supposed to be at. So I'll quickly have a look around, see if I can find him. That isn't him, by the way, that's just some random Corsair.
Quite a handful.
I thought that was him at first too, but I don't think it, well, when I went up to him, it obviously wasn't. I don't know. I think he's got to be glitched somewhere, bro. I cannot find the dude literally anywhere. But with that said, yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a shorter one. It should be about 28 minutes, I think, the episode. That's still relatively fair. And then next episode, we'll maybe go for a little bit longer. I really don't know, but that's where we're going to call it. That is where we're going to send off the main game part of this playthrough. And once again, as I said, we're either going to... What's the word? We're either going to do the DLCs, or we're going to pack full that up and move on to a new game. That's really the two options we have. And I'm happy for either one. I probably will end up playing the DLCs myself if people don't want to see it. Yeah, maybe we might find him up here if we're really lucky. I would love to grab him. I really do want him on my side so I can get some positive affinity with a companion, because I do want to do some companion quests other than Valentine's, because that's pretty much how it ends up happening literally every time I play this game. I wanted to do Hancock, but obviously I'm not really siding with the right side to get good affinity. I guess you could say. I do think, honestly, one of the most interesting ones is the Brotherhood storyline, solely due to the shift and the twist, I guess you could say, with Dance. I think that was a very interesting side story that they implemented for the Brotherhood sideline. But we're at the relay, we're ready to go, and as I said, that is where we're going to cap it off. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it, drop sub notification bell. Also make sure to come check out my Twitch stream. I really hope you enjoy this next episode, and I hope you have enjoyed this whole series as a whole, and I'm glad you stuck around if anyone is still left here. Thank you, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.